Even when you had
Thor force on hammer throw.
you'd see only half the picture.
It's too strong. Without
Buffs.
God.
Are you Thor, the god of
Buffs.
That
Hammer throw.
was to help you control your power, to focus it. It's never your source of strength.
It's too late.
I've lost 14 games in a row.
Ranked is not about winning.
Never was.
Anyways, him above Wolverine.
Alright. Wait, first off, can I get a little like for that intro? Like, you guys like that intro? Anyways, my name is Aegmox. I play a lot of Thor. I love Thor. Thor is my favorite character in the game. I climbed to GM straight in just one day, last day of the season. GM's not too high elo, but you know, it's a little flex, it's a little nice. But I wanted to give my 2 cents basically over the Thor buff issue, the buff talk. People saying Thor's the worst tank in the game. Thor needs a huge buff or whatnot. I have some varying opinions over that, and just going over Reddit, going over online, and just playing a whole bunch of games on him. This is what I think. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about Thor's role as a tank and what he overall achieves, right? Thor is a lot of things. Thor is a jack of all trades. He's a great disruptor using his ultimate and his shift ability. He's a great displacer using his shift ability. He has great survivability and mobility when played at an excellent level. He can play a lot of different playstyles. He has a range form frontline playstyle where he can just sit in the front lines with the other tank or who else is in the front line. Just spam his F and he can get a lot of damage off. He can push boob off. He can deter areas. He can take out spawns. He can take out Punisher turret. There's a lot of things he can do with that. It's fun. He has a very subtle backline protecting playstyle as well, where he can use his bubble to slow and damage divers, and he could also shift and bully them around. He can play backline. He doesn't always have to dive. He can also dive. I'm sure we all know the standard Thor gameplay is just to go in, brawl, dive, fight the backline. It's fine. It's whatever. And also, I believe Thor can 1v1 any tank, any DPS, any support in a straight up 1v1. I believe he wins anything. I don't think there's anyone that can really just, like, if they're both played at their full extent, I don't think Thor really loses. That might be wrong. He might lose to, like, I don't know, someone that could just brawl back and shred him fast. Maybe Magic would ult, I think. I don't know. But basically, he can 1v1 most of the cast. I'll say that. Maybe not everyone, but most of the cast. And that is really Thor's role as a tank. He's kind of a do-it-all man. He's the jack of all trades tank. He can do anything. You know, played at an optimal level. Once you get a couple hundred games on him, you get to see what needs to be done at what moment, how you can achieve it, what you need to do to just achieve that goal of the victory, right? And now to piggyback off that a bit, right? Looking at Thor's stats, he's doing pretty well in the meta. Or at least last season 2.5. I'm just looking off the official rival stat as of last season. This season he's probably doing a bit worse because Wolverine's broken as frick, but we're save that for another video. But last season, and considering like a lot of players were able to just, a lot of the good Thor players, let me say that, like anyone could just pick him up and they wouldn't. He's so different from the rest of the other tanks. But the average really like experienced Thor player would say he's doing pretty well, I believe. Like, especially maybe not the highest even elo, like one above all lobbies, but I believe he has a spot. He's a very selfish tank, I will say that. But if you know what you're doing on him, if you really have the patience and just matchup knowledge, I believe he's one of the solo carry tanks where he can just turn the tides of the match, put the game on his hands. And if you're really good, you really know what to do at any given moment, you know the perfect playstyle, I believe Thor is fine. I believe Thor can achieve, there's always a way out of it. Thor is a problem solver. He can make solutions where there are no solutions. Now that might be a bit of a hot take, right? Like, I know a lot of players do not agree or like playing with a Thor. A lot of the DPS mains, especially Punishers, love playing with a shield tank. And that is why Thor is a bit selfish, right? You're taking Punisher's carrying capabilities and putting it in your own hands. And a lot of DPS players do not like being carried or just like playing behind their tanks, but it's fine. It's whatever, you know, everyone has their own playstyle. I mean, we play Thor, right? We're selfish. But this whole Thor is in a good spot. Thor can solo carry if he wants. I realize it is a bit of a hot take. A lot of you Magneto mains are looking down on the Thor players, but it's fine. But I do believe a lot of the stats and even some of the players would agree with my testimony about Thor. Now, there is an argument to be made regarding Emma and Magneto that the rest of the tank cast should be brought up to Emma and Magneto's style and powered level. I do agree with that, actually. I think they did a right step with Thing. You know, Thing got that new ability where he can dash to enemies and he can haymaker them, punch them. I think that's a good combo, a good engaging playstyle to make Thing more interesting, and just giving him something else, another viable tool to his kit. I do think the other tanks need that. I think Penny and Thor, I don't think they need any damage. They don't need any more damage, right? Penny and Thor, they don't need any more damage. Hulk, I think, is in an okay spot. Captain America, I think Captain America is okay. Captain America is weird. When he's good, he's annoying. When he's bad, I don't see him a lot. But there are some dedicated Cap players, which I think they realize he's fine as well. So it really just might be Penny, Thing, Groot. I would not want to see a Groot, but Groot is too annoying to play against. I hate Groot. I think Strange is an okay spot. Strange used to be the best tank in the game, but now he's more like an okay spot. Emma and Mag are truly the best tanks in the game. But the tank role itself, I don't see enough players. I don't see enough like attraction towards that. I think the Thing change was a good step towards that. So my opinion would be the rest of the tanks should be brought up to their level or somewhat their level. Maybe Emma and Mag need a little tap down, but that small tap down is still above where the rest of the tanks are, and those tanks need to be brought back up to their level or to their playstyle or to their whatever. I don't know about the rest of the tanks. I just used to be a straight tank main, but now I really am kind of a two-tricking Thor thing. I believe. Oh, and Venom, right? Venom can't be played solo tank, so Venom needs to be. I don't think Venom should be played solo tank though. I think it is nice that Venom and Penny, for example, have like niche playstyles that only need to be chosen in a few scenarios. I don't think every character should be viable at every moment. I think Thor is that character that is viable in every moment, in my opinion. If you're like good enough, if you're selfish enough. But the thing with Thor, he doesn't need any more damage, right? I really like if we're gonna keep the rest of the cast like this, I would much prefer an Emma and Magneto like nerf, but all the tanks need a buff, right? Thor should add more utility in his kit, if anything, and that utility shouldn't be in his F form, his awakened state. I think if they were to add anything, if they were to buff anything, they would either need to buff his hammer throw. I'm not sure how they would do it without adding damage. Maybe just like an added status effect his throw can achieve or something like that. I don't know, but I have come up with this idea for Thor ult. And let me know in the comments down below if I'm cooking or not. I believe Thor ult, he should be able to, right? Like normally you go up, you deal your little like area damage while you're in the air and then you slam down, do a big boom. I think Thor ult should be changed to where, yeah, you still fly up. I think the initial by yourself, if only one player is below you, that damage should be nerfed, right? However, if there are a whole bunch of enemies in an area around you, like let's say they're grouped up all for Luna ult, that would be the perfect bait for Thor ult. I believe Thor ult, if everyone's grouped up around a Luna ult, Thor should be able to fly up, and his ult should have a new effect where it's like chain lightning, right? If there are more players underneath Thor while he's ulting, the lightning should like bounce off in a way to where the more players grouped up, the more damage it does when he slams down, right? So like this, I don't think a Thor solo ulting, Thor should not be able to kill maybe with a solo ult. I don't know, that might be a hot take in itself as well. I don't think Thor should be able to solo, like he should not be able to solo ult like a Bucky and that kills, right, from full HP, or Luna from full HP. However, maybe around like, I don't know, two characters, right? He should deal like, maybe not one-shot them, but he should bring them pretty low. And 3 or more characters, he just one-shots anything. Maybe something like that. I don't know, something like that, right? His ult, I believe, should be used to just make people scatter, panic, and just run away. That's how I would use him, and to maybe balance it around, right? He should maybe be slower in his alt form, or like maybe they should bring back he can be CC'd in his alt form, but that would make him just terrible high elo, right? I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking, right? Maybe some chain lightning effect in his ultimate. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know if you want more of these just like sit down and talk videos. There will be more gameplay videos coming out soon. Really just trying to improve the YouTube setup, YouTube, everything just around the community. Discord is also in the bio. Like, come on guys, join the Discord. Like, I've had 0, like all my Discord is from my league days. Like, join the Discord down below. Like, comment and subscribe. Yeah, more Thor videos coming out. You guys will see the climb, see the journey. Hope you guys are locked in. Yeah, cool. I'll see you guys in the next video. God bless and peace. Peace.
Have you ever heard of the legendary hero? His name was Aegmox.